Hola, good morning. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about your new vocabulary. We are just getting into chapter 2, and this new lesson is entitled EnlaClase. So we're going to be talking today about your new vocabulary words for classroom stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and peek at this is what you see in your textbook when you go into the tutorial section of contexts. So we have a picture that has really tiny writing, but I'm going to highlight for you some of the most important words and how to say them. So the first one you have is el borrador. This is the word for an eraser. The second word you have is el curso. This is the word that means your subject that you're taking in school or your course. The next word down is el escritorio, and as you can see, you have examples of desks, escritorios, but generally, escritorio is going to be the larger teacher's desk. Think about a desk that you might have at your home to do homework on. The fourth word down, el libro. This one might be a review for you. This is a book. Next you have la mochila. This one is your backpack. After backpack, you have la pizarra. Notice the double R, tongue roll, pizarra. That's a chalkboard. Next is la puerta. That's the door. After that, you have la prueba. In your vocabulary, it says this could be either a quiz or a test. Under that, it's a funny looking word, el reloj. This is your watch, or it can be a clock. Next, you have la silla. That is a seat. Close to the bottom, you have la tarea. That is homework. And the last word you have is la tiza, the chalk. Okay? I want you to notice, we've been talking about a lot of gender issues with words, with nouns. Notice that the endings of your words are matching up with the article. So if you have a masculine singular article like escritorio, libro, then those ones are going to have the word el in front of it, masculine. And the words that are feminine, like pizarra or puerta, those are the words that have a's at the end and they have la in front of them. I want you to notice that only the words that have a's on the ends have the word la in front of them, so they match up. Let's take a look at some of the additional vocabulary that you're going to be looking at. So this is in the smaller section. It's got words that are dealing with places. So first you have la biblioteca, the library. Next you have the cafeteria, la cafeteria. After you have la casa, the house, and because it's close to Halloween, I have that spooky house up in the corner. Next you have el estadio, and this is a cognate word. It looks like the word for stadium in English. After that you have el laboratorio, which again is a cognate word for laboratory. Next you have la libreria, which is the bookstore. And notice that you see the word libro almost in the word libreria. This is something that we're going to get into later, but in Spanish, when you have words that have eria on the end of them, that means the type of store. For example, your shoes are zapatos. If you wanted to be in a shoe store, zapateria. A dormitory, this is dealing with college words. You have la residencia estudiantil. Literally, it's the student residency. Then you have the word for college or university is la universidad. After that, you have a classmate. You can have the masculine form, which is el compañero de clase, or you can have the feminine, la compañera de clase. Notice that they change based on who the person is. And then finally, a roommate. You've got, it's very similar to a classmate. You've got el compañero de cuarto. A cuarto is your bedroom. And then if it's feminine, you've got la compañera de cuarto. So note the differences with masculine and feminine. A couple of additional lists for you to take a look at. You've got other words dealing with your class, either schedule or things that you might encounter in classes. You've got la clase, So if you look at these, I have them and they're out of order. It's for you to think about which one you think might be la clase. Then you've got el curso, which is your course or subject. This one's one that we've already done. Next is your specialization or your major. It's la especialización. Next one you've got is an exam or a bigger test. It's el examen. After that you've got your schedule, el horario. And if you remember back to when you worked on time, you've got the word hora, which is like the hour, right in the word horario for schedule. Again, you've got la prueba, quiz or mini test. El semestre, this is a cognate word for semester. You've got la tarea again for your homework. And then el trimestre, which is a trimester, which some colleges go on. And last but not least, you've got the different subjects and the different things that you have to pick from when you go and you take classes in college. And some of these you encounter in high school setting too. So the first one is la administración de empresas. This is business administration. Next you have el arte, cognate word for art. A lot of these are cognate words. If you listen to them and you look at them, they look and sound a lot like the English words. Then you've got la biología, biology. Las ciencias, science classes. Next is la computación. This is computer science. Then you've got la contabilidad, which is accounting. Notice it sounds kind of like counting, contar, contabilidad. Economics is next, la economía. Then, of course, Spanish, best ever, el español. Then physics, la física. Geography, la geografía. And last but not least is music, la música.